A new training document obtained by KREM 2 News through a public records request shows how Spokane police plan to handle an influx of immigration enforcement calls. KREM 2 Shannon Mowdy breaks down the bulletin.
A 3-page training bulletin from Spokane Police Chief Kevin Hall establishes guidelines for how city officers will respond to calls about immigration enforcement. With ICE agents concealing their identities behind masks and generic police gear, the memo states, it's become increasingly more likely these arrests could be misconstrued as abductions, or that criminals could pose as federal agents. Hall adds there's potential for these situations to turn dangerous, with local and federal enforcement and even community members armed. Uniformed SPD officers will create legitimacy and hopefully bring calmness and order, he writes. The bulletin outlines how officers will respond to anything reported as potentially criminal or suspicious, but are not responding to perceived or reported immigration concerns. SPD officers are now being trained to ask for a federal agent's supervisor and request credentials. In legitimate ICE arrests, SPD is strictly limited to maintaining public and officer safety and de-escalation with no interference. State law prevents local law enforcement from aiding federal immigration enforcement, except in some circumstances where a judge has signed a warrant. Officers are also required to save all evidence, videos, and file reports on the situation, according to the memo. Despite a request for an interview, KREM 2 News was unable to speak with Chief Hall or SPD officials Thursday. Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.